Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday, halfway through the week. How is everybody doing today? Let's see. Who do we have? We have Benjamin Flips. Hello, welcome to the show. Glad to see you here, Ben. We have, Ring of Shame. Just getting started. We have Shroom. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm wearing a hat. That is true. How is everybody doing today? What's going on, LeBreton? Oh, how are we doing? Welcome to the show. Halfway through the week. I'm currently trying to learn the choker fan. On some things, I can do it better than on other things. That is a true statement. But let's see. How is everybody doing? How is everybody's week treating them thus far? Choker fans are wacky. I agree. Choker fans are wacky, and I'm not that great at them. You learned airless rev giraffe from reverse infinity ladder. Nice. Hi, and be right back. Thanks, Jax. Hi, and we'll be here. Yeah, so I'm learning that these more square the handles are, the harder it is for me to get the choker fan rotations. Like, I can't do it on the Squiddy U, for example. I can't do it on my Community Kraken. I'm starting to be able to do it a little bit on my Unc Kraken, but not all of the rotations. But I can do it very well. Not very well. I can't do it very well. What's going on, Tevco? Welcome to the show. I can do it on the Orion S. I can do it kind of on the Orion V1.5, though I think I can do it much better on the Orion S. I can definitely do it as well as I can with the Opus V2. I'm getting it pretty well on the Crescent. I'm getting it pretty well on the Refault and the Kite AL. The Teflon Vault, yes. And the Cheese kind of, a little bit. The other Refault, I haven't really tried, but I'm assuming. So these are the ones that I know that I can do as good as I can on, and these are the ones that I am trying to work my way into. So, yeah, momentum just makes it 10 times easier. Yeah, I believe it. But the ability to actually like rotate it in your fingers is also a big deal. And some of those are just so square that it's really hard for me to get that rotation down. So that's what I have been working on, is practicing on those that I can do it halfway decent on, and then continuing to try to practice with the ones that I know I can't do it well on yet, because eventually I will, but not great. What's going on, Ghost Flipping? How are we doing today? Just doing my midweek stream and trying to continue to work on my choker fan. So some of them I can do it all right. Some of them are hit or miss, and some of them I have no chance yet. And like the bandage stitch V1, not a chance. For the life of me, I cannot get rotations out of that thing. The shape of the handles are problematic for me at the moment. Ugh. But you're doing well. Very good. Very good. Glad to hear it. Ghost Flipping. So Yeah, today is just I'm back to the normal Wednesdays, so I don't have any talking notes or anything like that. Just hanging out with everybody and doing some flipping. Um, what are we flipping today? And if so, what are we flipping? I can choker fan a broom. Well, good for you, LeBreton. I can choker fan an Orion uh, S, and I can choker fan with the Opus V2. Oops, that was wrong. So long as I actually... No, not very good. I got my Ryans and Sirius with me. Nice. Can you choker fan an energy drink? Or an energy drink can, LeBreton? Mm, oops. Man, it is all about timing, Shroom. You were right, because one of those I had the timing well, and it just, man, I'm doing the wrong thing. And it just totally went into the fan effortlessly. But my timing is not perfect yet. Wait, can you choker fan a house? Ooh. If you choker fan a mouse, you can choker fan a house. So says Dr. Seuss. In a box with a fox. Ugh. Not the greatest yet. But I'm getting there, and so long as I keep doing what I can do, it will be improving. That I know. But I'm not going to do nothing but choker fan practice on the stream because that would probably become very, very boring after a while. If you can choker fan dumbbells, it's just, wait. If you can't choker fan dumbbells, it's just a skill issue. And I don't know what those are, Benjamin. Oh, Susian bars. Okay, yes, no, I do get it. I'm just old. Sorry. Oh, missed. Oof. So, what's going on, Spark? How are you doing today? Oh, man, I keep, and every now and then I do, am able to successfully go from that right into the choker fan, but I'm not I'm not there yet. But it seems like when I do go get into the choker fan from prior movement, as opposed to just starting from scratch, it does seem to go a lot easier. Oh, wrong way. Gas is eating up all my money. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're not having to do any more driving than absolutely necessary. I understand gas prices super suck at the moment. I thought the Kite AL was a not for a second. Nope. I was about to do it. I don't have enough rotations in there yet. The other thing, I had watched another tutorial on the choker fan that broke it down into first just doing the ring finger and thumb and getting as many rotations as you can that way, and then catching it in the ice pick. And then once you get comfortable with that, moving on to then adding the, did I say ring finger? I meant middle finger and thumb. And then getting as much as you can into and then dropping it into an ice pick. And then once you're familiar with that, then adding the ring finger in there, getting the extra rotation, and then going into the ice pick. But no luck yet. What kind of mic is that on your chest? It is, oh man, what's it called? It starts with the H. Let me see. Does this tell me? Hollyland. Hollyland mic. I thought, oh, yeah, I already said that. And then Act says, hey, just got here. Had to go buy AMD, cut the grass for my dad. Nice. Wait, had to go buy and cut the grass for my dad. Okay, got it. That was awfully nice of you. Ring of shame. That was not nice of me. All right, let's see. What else? I can kind of do it on the refault a little bit, even though, and the refault is my nice transition tool because the handles are thicker. So my ability to do the choker fan on this kind of lets me know that it's just a matter of time before I can get it with the Krakens. I have a Hollyland mic too, but it's a circular one.
Unknown caller.
Sorry about that. And then Pepco says, Bali Unc, it's super effective if you do the spinning motion for the first part back and forth of, for the first part back and forth of the choker until you get it smooth. It helps a lot. You're talking about when you actually start getting into it, this part? Or wait, it's this part. This? Or are you talking actually practicing like spinning back and forth with the ring finger? Part where you twirl it with your thumb and right when your palm is down. You should learn choker into thumb roll. Well, first I need to learn choker or a choker fan. Unless, oh yeah, no, I think you're saying choker fan into thumb roll, LeBreton? Like that's something to do after, you know, to get out of the choker fan? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that was the wrong handle anyway. Okay. Have you seen the Create with Nibali's top 10 yet? Yes, I did. I was surprised by what I didn't see in the list. I didn't recognize most of what I had seen on there. The only one that I saw that I knew for sure I had seen before was the Harvest. And my guess is the Harvest is going to be in the top 3. But that's my guess. I don't know. My bad, I can't type today. It's the part where you have your palm face down and you twirl the handle back and forth with your thumb and middle. Oh, well, I mean, I haven't been twirling it back and forth. I've just been twirling it. But you're saying practice that part? Just, yeah, not with the cheese. Okay. Well, and basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to break the whole thing up into into chunks, and as I'm doing it, I'm watching each of those chunks and trying to figure out what part I'm struggling with and spending a little bit more time with it. But admittedly, I'm not much better at it than I was at the end of my first evening of practice, other than the fact I can do it with a couple more Balis now. Not all of them, but a couple more. And not well. But part of practice is sucking, and improvement is sucking a little bit less. So we'll get there. I got to check out that list. I hope so. I want the harvest, or I want to harvest some flips with it. Nice. Yeah, I think the harvest looks really nice. I like the blade shape of the harvest too. But I can't speak to the rest of the top 10 because, like I said, I looked through it real quick, not very closely, but definitely did not had not recognized or seen many of those before. So you also absolutely need momentum for the weird second part of the choker. So if you're stuck at it now, just keep that in mind. Deal. Yeah, I know momentum is key for the whole thing, and I got to figure out how to do that without losing it. But again, I mean that's going to work itself out as I'm continuing to practice it and get a little bit more comfortable. The interesting thing is I've been working on this so much, I'm like feeling it in my wrist a bit. So I also want to make sure that I don't, damage my old man wrists trying to do these newfangled tricks. New to me, anyways. Buns. But whether I have it down now or whether I have it down in a couple of weeks, it doesn't matter. I mean, a week and a half ago, I couldn't do I think a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, I couldn't do, either the thumb chap or the ice or aerial to ice pick, and I can do that now. So, it's just a matter of practice. I know eventually I'll get it down. The timing is kind of important. Also, you can gain momentum easy by when you start to turn your hand down, then start to twirl it. I left for a second, but I'm back. Okay, welcome back. I don't think you missed much. Oh, Benjamin, I meant to tell you your video for like tips from the flippers that you met up with at Blade Show last year was absolutely amazingly helpful. A lot of good insight from that video that I immediately took to heart, being a new flipper who's trying to get halfway decent at it. So, ooh, well done. Can we get a W in the chat for Benjamin's video? And that's the only time I'm ever going to ask anybody to do a W in the chat. Oof. I think the best tip was flip with other people for sure. Bleep out half of what Gibby said, or Gibby and Jack said with the sound test, LOL. Wait, bleeped out half of what Gibby and Jack said with sound test. I don't understand, because I heard all of what Gibby and Jack had said. Thanks for reminding me to watch that video. It's been waiting for a good time to watch. where I can actually pay attention. Yeah, it was a really good video. That was the first video. Haha. Oh, I meant, okay. I didn't see that one then. I admittedly waited a couple days, I think, before I got to it. Oh, the swears, or maybe I'm thinking of a different video. Mm, nope. Oof. Yeah, I got to figure out how to keep that momentum going. I cannot do it to save my life on this thing, though. For the life of me, while I love this Bali, there is so much that I can't do with it because I'm not used to the shape of the handles. Um, but one of those, that was the most rotation I've ever gotten. So that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, lost a rotation on that one too. Oops. I don't know why I start to flip 10 times better when I'm outside. Oh, Benjamin, the first time through you had a lot of bleeping in there because you thought it was funny. I think I'm following. Ah, finger got stuck. I just added, oh wait, I flip better with music and T. I just added in sound or sound test as censors over curse words, family friendly channel and all, but I also found it funny. Uh, and everybody else agrees that T is peak for flipping. Lipton, the beverage of flippers. Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry, Tevko. That sucks. It's never fun being sick. Wow, that was more rotations than I've gotten on the Community Kraken, too. Not enough, but more. Still losing it. Tea. You'll understand if you watch the first video in the series. I posted it about 10 months ago or something. Oh, okay. So you just recently re-posted it, maybe? Shroom doesn't even like tea. I'm not historically a huge tea drinker, except for teas that are too sweet. I don't like sweet tea, but I like Arizona iced tea, which is like not really tea. It's a sugary drink. Tea is okay, not the best, not the best. Okay. And does anyone listen to Noah Khan? I have not listened to Noah Khan that I am aware of. But I will give them a listen. Twirls are much easier these days than they ever had been, I'm realizing. I mean, I had that hiccup a minute ago where my fingers kind of Oops. My fingers kind of tripped over themselves, but in general, that's what a couple weeks of mindless twirl practice will do for you. Tevko listens to, who was it? It was Noah Cohen. I asked everyone 3 questions with the intent of making 3 separate videos throughout the year. I posted the first one a couple months back after Blade, and now it's weeks away. I'm finally doing the last 2. Gotcha. Okay. So the first one might have been pre-Unks joining the community, or it may have come out before I had stumbled across you, Benjamin, or I was just overloaded with content when it came out, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I will, especially after watching the last one, I will go back and I will find it, because that was a really good video. And I really enjoy reaching out to and getting feedback from other flippers, and you've made that easier by providing the feedback for us. So I will definitely watch that entire series of videos. That's really awesome. Hey, what's going on, Mel? How we doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to this almost the second half of the week. We're halfway through. Some of his songs just started playing, and it's like, right, and like it's from the new album, and I feel personally attacked. Why do you feel personally attacked? Oh. Ooh. Well, I was just talking about how the twirls are getting better, and then it flew right out of my hand. Let's see. CCC. I don't think I'm going to be able to. No, let's be positive. I might be able to choker fan with this. I'm not overly optimistic with this one because it is so grippy. Or no, it is so slippery. But that wasn't horrible for not knowing how to do it. Anyway. Are you planning on bringing the collection to Blade Show? Yes, I do plan on bringing the collection to Blade Show. The lyrics, Unc, the lyrics. Okay, do you not like their new album? I don't know. I guess I'll have to listen to it, because I'm missing context to understand why that makes you feel personally attacked. No, I just meant I relate way too. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're feeling the lyrics, and it's making you feel. I gotcha. Okay, that's why I'm very, very, very selective over what. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I am selective over what music I listen to, but I'm not, because I listen to everything. But I have to do everything in digestible chunks, because if I'm listening to too much sad music, it will affect my mood. Versus if I'm in a bad mood and I put on some happy music, it can oftentimes improve my mood, which is nice. So, yeah, no, I can relate. I can relate to your ability to relate and its impact on your feelings. I thought that was a ring of shame. Nope. Should I stream a little bit later tonight? If you do, I will watch it. I will tune in. The only thing that kills me is every now and then, after watching Michael, I've basically been only listening to Michael Jackson music. So peak. I haven't listened to Michael Jackson music in so long. I have interest in watching that movie. I don't. Is it just in theaters or is it like available on a streaming platform? I'm so out of touch with movie releases and all of that stuff because I don't watch movies anymore. I mean, I do. No, I don't. I don't watch movies anymore. Hardly. And if I do, oh, theaters, okay. So I'll be waiting until it's available somewhere else, or on a streaming service. Because yeah, I haven't gone to a movie theater in, man, when was the last time I went to a movie theater? Probably 2 or 3 years, if I had to guess. I think that no, I don't think it was 2 or 3 years ago. The last time I remember going and seeing a movie, it was the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where nobody knew going into the movie that it was a to be continued. And I was so angry that I'm not going to say that's why I don't go to movies anymore. But as soon as I realized that that I just I was so upset. I just pirate all the movies and watch unless they're on Netflix. I don't endorse pirating of movies, but I'm also not going to get after anybody for doing anything that doesn't have a negative impact on me. So I guess I'll just say you do you, LeBreton, but I don't endorse it. Nope. So I have returned the Zyzix trainer. So the only Bali I still have on loan is the one from Penchetta, and that I'm just waiting on the return label to get that back over to Lance and team. But it is clearly the Bali that I can do the choker fan on the best. Well, I mean that wasn't it, but in general, I'm most confident on this one. I find other people's pirated links to show that. Wait, links to. I find other people's pirated links to shows and movies, unless it's something I directly want to support, and then I'll pay. Again, you all do you. I won't shame anybody or poo-poo on anybody's practices. I will just say that if I see a movie that I want to watch, I will buy it, rent it, or wait for it to get on a streaming service. Ooh. But again, to each their own. All right. What do I want to flip? I've just kind of been picking up and going. Let's try the Orion 1.5 a little bit. Nope. Orion 1.5, yeah, that is a win. Man. It's a goated Bali makes sense, lol. Oh, to shrooms having 3? It is a goated Bali. Though admittedly, I prefer the Orion S over the 1.5. I don't know if it is the difference in the Orion S being sandwiched versus sandwiched, but for whatever reason, yeah, that's my preference. Is the Orion S is still my favored LDY Bally. Though I am still excited to, I'm probably not going to be getting it at Blade Show, but I am still excited to finally get my hands on and be able to try the answer. The one that I also need to put more work into is smoothing out that part of the shortstop. Because right now I'm just stopping here and then bringing it out, and I need to get myself to the point where when I catch it, I'm still bringing it along. We'll get there. Why not get one at Blade Show? Funds, probably. Yep, probably funds. I had been saving for Bally content at Blade, and then ended up picking up the Stitch B1. And then, on top of that, I still need to make sure that I have, ride money for where I need rides, food money for when I need to eat, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be getting one at Blade Show anymore. Nice, Act. Good thinking. Flick it, the shortstop. It's a hard flick and will slowly get easier till tip might, hell might not. Oh, and it will slowly get easier, little tip might not. Flick it, the shortstop. It a hard flick. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying, Le Breton. LDY probably has the best track record in terms of high performance ballets. I'm so excited to see the feedback on the answer. Agreed. Just flick it. I don't know what you mean, just flick it. But, okay. Show me a slow-mo of just flicking it, and I'll do that. Oops. That was the wrong thing. I wasn't trying to do that. Be aggressive with it? I don't know. Okay. I haven't been putting any attention in smoothing that out. So that's really what I need to do. I probably spent like half of a day sitting there trying to get through it without pausing in the middle. And then I got tired of working on that and moved on to something else. So I probably just need to do the same thing that I'm doing with everything else, which is just take the time to sit down and drill it. You know, the same thing that Benjamin had alluded to from the feedback of everybody else, for the most part. Hey, what's going on, PS5, the only one? Welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday. LDY is such a goated company for real. Yeah, I'm a big fan of LDY products. I'm a big fan of their ballets. I haven't tried the Frank or the Frank P, but the Orion S, the Orion 1.5, the Kite 1.5, I think that's everything that I have tried thus far. Ring of Shame. But I've heard many other good things about like the Cygnus and the Sirius. I think those are the names of them. Both missed. And again. Which one's the Frank Z? Is that the metal one? Literally sounds like a frog, not gonna lie. I gotta go, Unc. Okay, bye, Shroom. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of the week. Oh, the Zippy collaboration. Okay. Dang, that collection is getting big. Yeah. I mean, it's big enough for me. That's also part of the reason why I'm not too worried about whether or not I get my hands on the answer. Is I have more than enough to keep me busy and keep me flipping. So, yeah. But yeah, thanks. All right, folks. I'm going to throw up the be right back sign. I'm going to drop my desk down, bring my chair around, get a little bit more comfortable. We're not wrapping things up yet, but we are going to start slowing things down, I think. So give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to work on the choker fan while sitting though. So let's see. I say let's see while I'm, oh man, again, as I'm about to gripe about this being the hardest valley I have to try to choker fan on, oops. Deer just popped up next to me in my apartment. Keep in mind, I love the city, or I live, or wait, live in the city. Okay, so you live in the city and a deer just popped up next to you in your apartment window. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh, and Benjamin said win in the chat for being back. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Act. I knew there were some in the woods between here and the hospital, but they've never come this close. Well, that is really cool. I'm glad that they did. That had to have been a neat experience to look out your or look over your balcony and see deer there. That's cool. All right, we're gonna start wrapping things up. What do we want to wrap up with? Crescent, Unc Kraken, Community Kraken, Refault. Something by LDY. What do you guys want me to flip to close up the stream? And while you're choosing, I will just grab the Community Kraken. Nope. Oh, I just realized I was on top chat. I don't think I've missed anything, but I don't think I've missed anything. Nope. Well, before we do get wrapped up, because people aren't saying a whole lot right now, I will take the opportunity to thank my lurkers for being here. As always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you very much for being here and listening to me flip, whether you're here for the clickety-clack, whether you're here for the babble, whether you're just here to have something in the background while you're doing your own thing. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you very much. And for everybody who has been interacting in the chat and isn't considering themselves a lurker, I appreciate you and love you guys very much too. All right, we'll see if we can get one last halfway decent choker fan. That was halfway decent. We'll see if we can get another halfway decent choker fan. That was almost halfway decent. Well, none of those were missing significant number of rotations, so I will consider those wins because they were better than I could do this morning, especially on this Bali. I haven't been able to do consistent choker fans in any capacity on the Community Kraken up until this evening, and consistently up until this stream. So thank you all for sitting in and chilling out with me while I continued my choker fan practice. I have been making headway, and you guys have been keeping me busy while doing so. So I greatly appreciate you all being here. It's the community power of the Community Kraken. It is the community power of the stream, I would say, because this was already the Community Kraken, and I couldn't do it. But with the power of the stream, I was successful, more successful than I've been thus far. So I appreciate it. So with that, we are going to wrap things up. I thank you everyone for making the time this evening to come and check out the stream, to tune in and hang out with me while I flip and get some practice in. Again, everybody who has been lurking in the background, I appreciate it. I thank you for being here, truly. From the bottom of my heart, couldn't thank you more. Everybody who has been interacting, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for interacting. And that's all I got, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. We'll see you guys in the next one. Love you.